On May 3, 2013, a U.S. Air Force KC-135 Stratotanker, call sign Shell 77, took off from the Manis Transit Center in Kyrgyzstan. This was supposed to be a routine refueling mission, one of thousands conducted in support of operations in Afghanistan. But just minutes after departure, the aircraft broke apart in mid-air and crashed into the foothills near the village of Shaldavar. Tragically, all 3 crew members on board, Captain Mark Voss, Captain Victoria Pinkney, and Technical Sergeant Herman Mackey, 3 lost their lives. So what happened? How could a workhorse of the Air Force, a plane that had been flying for decades, suddenly fall out of the sky? The official accident investigation pointed to a critical flight control malfunction, specifically a phenomenon known as a rudder hardover. This is where the rudder, the large vertical fin on the tail, deflects to its maximum extent and stays there, causing the aircraft to yaw uncontrollably. The investigation board concluded that a piece of equipment called the Power Control Unit, or PCU, which moves the rudder, malfunctioned. This sent the aircraft into a dangerous sideslip. The crew fought to regain control, but they were wrestling with the problem that the flight simulators of the day did not adequately prepare them for. This specific type of malfunction, combined with the aircraft's particular flight characteristics, created a situation known as a Dutch roll. Imagine a plane wobbling from side to side, its wings rocking and its tail swerving. That's a Dutch roll. It's usually manageable, but in the case of Shell 77, the faulty rudder made it severe and ultimately catastrophic. The aerodynamic forces on the aircraft became so extreme that they exceeded its structural limits. The tail section tore away, followed by the engines and wings, leading to the complete in-flight breakup. The loss of Shell 77 was a devastating blow, not just for the families and colleagues of the crew, but for the entire Air Force community. It also cast a spotlight on the age of the KC-135 fleet. These aircraft first flew in the 1950s. They are the aerial gas stations of the military, the unsung heroes that allow fighter jets, bombers, and transport planes to stay in the air for longer, extending their range and operational capabilities across the globe. To understand why this crash was so significant, you have to understand the strategic importance of the KC-135. Think of it as the lifeline of air power. Without aerial refueling, the reach of the US military would be drastically reduced. A fighter jet, like an F-16, has a limited combat radius. With a tanker, it can fly across oceans, respond to crises anywhere in the world, and provide persistent air support over a battlefield. The KC-135 fleet has been the backbone of this capability for over 60 years. They served in Vietnam, the Gulf War, the Balkans, and ostensibly in Afghanistan and Iraq. They are a force multiplier, meaning one tanker can effectively double or triple the effectiveness of the combat aircraft it supports. They allow for flexible mission planning and enable the rapid projection of power. If bombers needed to strike a target halfway around the world, they couldn't do it without a train of tankers pre-positioned along the way. The fleet's age has been a growing concern for the Pentagon for years. While the airframes are sturdy and have been extensively modernized, components can and do wear out. The Shell 77 crash highlighted the urgent need to understand and mitigate the risks associated with these older systems. In the aftermath, the Air Force implemented immediate changes. They revised flight manuals and emergency procedures, specifically addressing how to handle a Dutch roll caused by a rudder malfunction. They also improved pilot training, using updated simulators that could more accurately replicate this rare but deadly scenario. Furthermore, the incident accelerated the push for a new generation of tankers. The KC-46 Pegasus program, which was already underway, gained a renewed sense of urgency. The KC-46 is designed to replace the oldest KC-135s, bringing with it modern flight controls, advanced defensive systems, and greater efficiency. However, the transition is a slow and expensive process. The KC-135 is expected to continue flying for many more years, likely into the 2040s or even beyond. This means maintenance, inspections, and continuous upgrades are more critical than ever. Every flight is a testament to the maintainers on the ground who keep these senior citizens of the sky airworthy. The story of Shell 77 is a somber reminder of the inherent risks of military aviation and the sacrifices made by service members. The crew Voss, Pinkney, and Mackey were professionals who found themselves in an impossible situation. Their final moments were spent fighting to save their aircraft and their own lives. Their loss spurred tangible changes that have made the KC-135 fleet safer for the crews who fly them today. The legacy of the KC-135 is one of incredible longevity and indispensable service. It's a plane that has connected generations of aviators and enabled American air power for the better part of a century. But it's also a legacy that includes the harsh lessons learned from tragedies like the crash of Shell 77. As we look to the future of aerial refueling with new aircraft like the KC-46, the memory of those who paid the ultimate price serves as a powerful motivator to always prioritize safety and to never take the reliability of our equipment for granted. The strategic role of the tanker is not going away. In fact, in an era of renewed great power competition, the ability to project power across vast distances, like the Pacific Ocean, is more crucial than ever. Tankers are the linchpin of that strategy. They are high-value assets, and potential adversaries know this. Protecting these vital nodes of air power is a key part of modern military doctrine. So, the next time you see a picture or video of a fighter jet refueling in mid-air, take a moment to appreciate the tanker making it all possible. It might be a brand new KC-46, or it might be a venerable KC-135, still on the job after more than half a century. And remember the crews, past and present, who fly these essential missions, often far from the headlines, ensuring that air power can be delivered whenever and wherever it is needed. The memory of Shell 77 and its crew endures in the continued commitment to safety and mission excellence. Within the global reach of the US Air Force, thank you for watching. If you found this analysis interesting, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more deep dives into military aviation and technology. We'll see you in the next one.